So this might be one of the most uncomfortable yet weirdest movies I've ever watched. So let's discuss Something of Ending Things. So I'm Thinking of Ending Things was written and directed by Charlie Kaufman, who is a great writer and a pretty good director. So I was looking forward to this, especially since this is like a horror thriller-esque type movie. And yes, my TV's on in the background. I apologize. The remote somewhere, and I don't know where it is, so it's just going to be like that. So let's just start off the bat by saying Jesse Plemons, Jesse Buckley, Tony Collette, and David Thewlis all give fantastic performances here. They all are phenomenal. They are all unique performances in their own way, and they're really the best bright spot about this movie. But I'm thinking of ending this is about a female going to meet her new boyfriend's parents for the first time. They've only been dating for, I believe, 7 weeks. And when she gets to the parents' house, things don't seem right. And she keeps seeing odd things that she shouldn't be seeing. And the parents aren't acting normal. I'll just leave it at that, because this film has a ton of twists and turns, and I really don't want to spoil anything, because this film is very unique, very odd, and yeah. Once you get to the house, this film gets very uncomfortable, and it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be very uncomfortable. It's supposed to make you question things. It's supposed to be like, this isn't right. And it all completely works. It all flows very well. And I totally dug it. I haven't been this uncomfortable viewing a movie in a long time. Because this film, it felt like I was watching Purgatory happen. And that sounds weird. Like, not in like the Lost TV show Purgatory. I mean, like, you're basically just stuck watching it. And it sounds goofy, it sounds weird. Believe me, if you watch it, you'll understand what I mean by this. It's a very unique, different movie. The color palette, I know some people don't like the drab color palette. I dug it. I think there's color to it, so I can't say the lack of color, but it's a very gray-brown color palette, and I think that adds to it, because this isn't supposed to be a happy, cheery, go-lucky tale. This isn't supposed to be like, yay, go team. It's two people who are basically stuck in this situation that is uncomfortable, and they don't know how to process it. And after I finished watching this, I didn't like the ending. I understood it very well. I comprehended it very well, because how the film ends, I kind of, in my brain, figured it out probably like a half hour in. I'm like, okay, that's going to be the main big twist, and blah, blah, blah. And it was. And it works. And at first, I'm like, I didn't know how I felt about it. And then after sitting on it for a day, I'm like, that twist is actually pretty good. How the film ends and how it actually sets up the ending throughout the movie, I'm like, yo, that's actually pretty clever. I kind of dig this. Now, again, this is I've seen people call this a horror movie. I don't think so. I think it's a thriller. I think it's a very psychological, tense movie that makes you question pretty much everything. But as a horror movie, I don't necessarily agree with calling it a horror movie. But horror is just there to provoke emotion and fear and dread. And this does provoke dread, so I guess you could call it a horror movie. But to me, it's just a psychological thriller. To each our own. But yeah, I'm thinking of ending things. I like this quite a bit. I didn't love it, because something about it just didn't fully click with me. And that's fine. It happens. But for the most part, and it's shot in a 4:3 aspect ratio, which I love films that do that. I think it's a very clever way to tighten the lens to make focusing on things better. And because it's in a 4x3 standard, the angles and the shots are really close and really tight, and that adds to its uncomfortable feeling. So great work. So yeah, I dug this a lot. It's on Netflix. A lot of people won't like it, and that's cool. It's not for everyone, I'll tell you that right now. But for me, I liked it a lot. So thanks for watching. Be good people. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and be kind to each other.